Hello my crafty friends, it's Arva. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on today to show you what I created for a swap I participated in that is hosted by Brittany, who is BB's Crafts here on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm sure you know who Brittany is. This was for her Patreon group. If you don't know about Brittany's Patreon group and all the great fun we have, I will leave a link down in the description box below. For the swap, it was the Matchbook swap, and we had to create the Matchbook that Brittany did a tutorial for a couple of months ago. I'll leave a link to that video as well. And in this Matchbook, we were to include 2 3x3s, 2 tags no bigger than 3x5, and 2 elements. And they weren't to be two-dimensional so that the Matchbook would close properly. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I used first. I used some of this glitter that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. It's a beautiful blend, and it's called Twilight Sea, and it has chunky and fine glitters in it. I also picked these up from Hobby Lobby, these confetti pieces. This one has sand dollars, shells, and starfish in 4 different colors, and these have the full mermaid and the mermaid tails in this one. I used this die that I picked up from Amazon. It's a 2-part, so you have the shell. I didn't use the shell this time, but this is a Lena Cuddle creation, and as you can see, that's what it creates, is that mermaid. I also used this Lena Cuddle die. I don't remember if I got this one from Amazon or if I got it from an AliExpress store. I used the mermaid hair dimensional stickers from Hobby Lobby. As you can tell, I used a lot of those. I used those big lightweight chipboard stickers that are in the that are Paper Studio. These go with that collection. It was Mermaid Dreams, I believe was the name of the pack. I took a few off of this. I like this pack, and I also purchased the collection kit, and I used a few things out of there. But the problem was that with these stickers and the collection kit, the accent was gold colored, where everything else was silver, and I don't normally like to do a lot of mixing. But this was what I used predominantly. It is the Mermaid Dreams paper pad by Paper Studio. Of course, it came from Hobby Lobby. I've had this for a while. I definitely could have used this in the Dive Into Your Stash video for sure, because I definitely have had that. As you know, most of those pads are now $21.99. That one's still $19.99, so I've had it for a while. So let me show you how everything will come packaged. We were to create, we're in groups of 3. It is a surprise swap, so we don't know who we're swapping with. But we were, since we're in groups of 3, we were to create 2, unless you were creating one for the host, which I think you always should. So I did create one for Brittany, and I just tied it with some tulle. Tied a tulle. It's a glitter tulle bow, and this is where I used that Lena Cuddle die, and just added mermaid hair don't care. The information about the swap. My pen, my little mermaid pen, wouldn't fit on the inside, so I just put it on the outside and I taped it down. But now we can get into what's inside of that package. Okay. Okay. I showed you the tag. Of course, Brittany has her name on it. I'll start with the goodies. So, of course, inside my matchbook, I have 2 embellishments, but I had these other sea-themed dies, so I wanted to create these as well. The mermaid tail with the shells, and then the shells here that look different. And this is actually a button that I just cut the back off. And this is a gem, one of those Druzy gems from Hobby Lobby. My removable tape is not holding as well as I want it to. But this will be in cellophane, and it'll be similar to a tag flip. When I'm finished, I will show you how it's packaged up at the end. This is the sequin mix that I created. I'm including this adhesive gem mermaid tail. I guess you know by now what my theme is. And we saw the pen earlier. I thought the colors just were perfect. And so here is my matchbook. I used some of that ribbon from Hobby Lobby. It's about 5 or 6 inches thick, and it had mermaid scales, and it was iridescent. And then I put some white eyelash trim around, and then a blue and purple crepe paper rosette, then a small die cut, and then I popped up the little lady from that chipboard sticker pack. And the Let's Be Mermaids also came from that pack. On the side, I created a seam binding tassel. I get my seam binding from My Scrap Cabin Shop. And most of these beads, I think, came from Hobby Lobby as well. The spacers came from Amazon. And then I have this little teal heart charm on the side. And so when you open it up, in the first compartment, I have my 3x3 note cards. So here's the first one. And this little girl, I did a little ink blending on some Kraftz cardstock. And I popped up the mermaid. She's laying on her sand. This is to mimic the water behind her, and it says Beach Babe. This was a clear sticker, so I just backed it on the silver matte foil from Michaels. And then on the inside, I just put a strip for that paper and then used one of the mermaid tails like it was going back into the ocean. On the second one, I did some coloring with my Ahuhu markers. So we have this cute little mermaid. She's tanned. She's been up to the sea, apparently, up to the shore. And I put some Nuvo drops in the glitter to mimic the bubbles. Popped up a few shells, and it says, "Everyone can see you're awesome." And then I used some StazOn and found some holographic scraps that I had. And I stamped out the image on that and then fussy cut the shells out so that the shells for her little bra were really cute. And on the inside, I just put some washi tape. Again, with the wave theme. In the second pocket, we have my embellishments. I put a few of the confetti pieces in there. And so we have this Mermaid Tail Bow. And I used the mermaid scales paper, and it's got a little, the scale part is blue and flat, but then the white part is glossy. And then I used some white glitter cardstock, and then another one of those gems from Hobby Lobby. Then I did a crepe paper rosette, and this is where I used the Elena Cuddle mermaid die. And I put some Spectrum Noir in her hair. She's got pearl earrings. I didn't put the bra all the way down, so I popped it up just a little bit on the side to give it a little dimension and put a gem in the center. And in her crown, I put a small gem in the center and then small flat back pearls on the other two sides. There were holes there as well. Her tail I paper pieced, so I cut it from the scales paper, but then I used some of that holographic paper from Michaels. Again, it was some scrap that I had, so I was able to cut just the tail piece and cut out and add that so that the tail matched the bra. I think she came out really cute, and then I put just a little bit of pink alcohol markers to give her a little blush. Every girl needs her blush, right? So those are my two embellishments. And then in the back pocket are my two tags. So the first tag, I went back to that chipboard sticker pack. I had another die set at Mermaids, and it had a little rock, so I had her sitting there. I used some of that glitter to line the bottom to, again, mimic the ocean floor. I used some pearl stickers. This came from Hobby Lobby as well. I used those confetti pieces that are shaped like sand dollars and shells, starfish, and I just layered them there. And I put some dewdrops again for the bubbles. And this one says, "Let's be mermaids." All the other ones look just alike, except the sentiment's a little different. And so I will come back and show you how everything is packaged up. Okay, so this is how it closes. Again, we have this seam binding tassel attached to the side. This is how the extras will come. I just used a little binder clip and put the same 3 colors of seam binding. I don't know if the camera, if you can tell, but one of those is a real light blue. And again, I'll leave a link to the Etsy shop where I get my seam binding from. And it will, this is, of course, like I said, this is Brittany's. It will be packaged just like this. And that is it for today, guys. I hope my swap partners will enjoy what I created for them. And until the next time, I'll see you later. Have a blessed day.